This is my review of the Anstar Dashcam. So you might be asking yourself, why a mirrored dashcam system? Well, for me there are several reasons. In my old car I had Bluetooth for my phone, and I had a dash camera that was connected to my power outlet. The power outlet turned on and off with the ignition, so I never had to worry about the camera running down my battery. In my new old truck, the power outlets are always on. With no key in the ignition, the battery will drain if I have something plugged into any of the power outlets. Also, I've tried two different aftermarket lithium-ion battery-powered Bluetooth systems to interact with my phone, but they became a bother to use. I either forgot to turn them on when I needed it, so when I did turn it on, I had to wait for it to boot up, then connect to my phone, and then I was able to use it, or I forgot to turn it off when I got out of my vehicle, and when I would get back in to use it, the battery would be dead. So, as I was doing research, I found this system that had Bluetooth and both a front and rear camera that I could hardwire. I decided to hardwire this to a switched accessory that would make it turn on and off with the vehicle's ignition. To me, this was an all-in-one solution. I will say up front that I'm not using this to its fullest potential, and you'll see why as I go over the features. Installation was simple and straightforward for me. This attaches to your existing mirror using two thick rubber straps. The mirror is firmly held in place, and you plug in your power cable and insert your power adapter, or do like I did and hardwire it to a switched accessory. You'll need to decide if you're going to install the rear camera and the GPS antenna, but these can both be done later after you use the mirror and decide whether or not it's a good fit for you. So rolling right into it, you can see the display here shows the time as well as the day and the date. To the right of that you'll see the GPS navigation and how many satellites are currently connected. I don't use this feature, so for me this will always be red 0. This large square in the upper right corner is the GPS compass. There's no magnetometer or gyro built into the mirror, so this doesn't work on its own. You must have a GPS antenna hooked up for this feature to work. If it is connected, this will work great, showing you your heading and your speed using GPS satellite tracking. Check out the cameras. Click there. That's my rear camera. Let's swap them out. This is the front camera. That looks very good. Go back to the home screen, and here we'll go to the Bluetooth. So this is my actual phone, all the information contained within. All my contacts are listed there. Go back home. So I'll go ahead and mention the FM transmitter at this point. Obviously you can click on the FM transmitter and you can use that to pick up any FM signals in the area. Also there is a Bluetooth music player. Again, this would just play any music that you have listed on your phone via the Bluetooth, which would come through the mirror's single speaker. It's useless if you have a radio and if you already have a nice sound system in your vehicle. Obviously these two aren't going to be better than what's already in your vehicle. My truck has a Bose system in it, so these two features are two features that I will not use. There's a dedicated icon on the home screen for the Google Play Store so that you can download any apps that you see fit. I can't really think of any apps that would be appropriate for the mirror, so I've only downloaded one application, and that is Torque. Via an OBD2 connection, Torque allows you to view your speed, your RPMs, your vacuum, your acceleration, etc., all customizable on one single screen. And I find this useful to put on the mirror because it's directly at eye level for me. The buttons to the right underneath the compass allow you to adjust your volume as well as the brightness up and down. I'm going to try to record this as much as I can without seeing myself and my phone in the screen here, but just to start, this is a 7-inch display. It's 7 inches wide. It's about 3 inches tall. This is an IPS display with a resolution of 1280 by 480. It's very clear, it's very sharp. I mean, you can see that by looking at the display itself. The home screen allows instant access to 13 of its most important features, and as far as I've been able to tell, the home screen is not able to be altered, it's fixed. But I assume, and what I've read online, is that you can find alternative launchers for this. I've just not looked that hard to try to find anything like that. The unit does have Wi-Fi, and I use my home internet to set this up. So you can just go here to the settings, other. Sorry, let's go down here to settings and go to more. And here you can see that there is Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. I'm trying to get that to focus for you, but it's more focused on my phone itself. So there's Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, SIM cards, data use. I mean, you can see all of that there pretty clearly, I think. Clicking back home. So I'll touch on the Bluetooth here again. As you can see, this is connected to my phone. There's all my contacts. You can go in here to settings. You can see that it's connected to my phone. There's a call log, the dial pad. Everything is very clear, very easy to use. As far as the Bluetooth is concerned, I've not had any issue with it. The call quality is great. I've been able to use this to make phone calls, receive phone calls, and not had any issue with call quality as far as the person on the other end hearing me, and as far as me being able to hear them. Now, GPS. You do have the option of using GPS navigation. There is an included GPS antenna. I'm not using this. My truck already has GPS built in. You can see it down here. So I already have navigation built in, but it does require you to plug in another cord right here. You'd then have to run that, probably have to keep that maybe up here or something like that is where you would install that antenna. I'm not interested in doing that again. I already have the GPS, don't need it. But if you wanted to use it, you could click on the GPS here. What should come up is whichever application that you have dedicated for GPS. I'm using Google Maps, as you can't really tell here because I have it zoomed in so far, but so there's Google Maps. If you decide to download the map, then you can use it without having to have a SIM card. Again, not a function that I'm interested in using. Okay, so let's look at the camera. As you can see, there's the there's the rear camera. I can double tap this for a full screen. It goes all the way across. Double tap it again. I can see my front screen here in the top corner. I can click that, and that brings my front screen to there. I can get a full screen view of it here. Double tap again, and we're back to this view, which is the view I normally would use unless I'm driving. I can't see very well out of the back window because maybe my kids have the DVD player down. If that's the case, then that really takes up my entire back view. And as you can see, I don't have a very big back windshield. It's not very tall, front top to bottom. Maybe looking at 10 to 12 inches of space back there. Using this, I get a much better view of what's behind me. I think you can see that pretty clearly. I know it's getting a really good reflection right now of my phone, but my phone not being here, I can see it very clearly. Again, this is a full HD camera. The DVR records on a loop. As you can see, it's recording currently. It is a 1920 by 1080p, while the rear camera is 640 by 480p. But as you can see, again, it's very clear. The rear camera can also be connected to your backup lights. So you just connect it to the white light that comes on when you're in reverse, and you will automatically get the rear view camera to come up. And it will also have the guidelines. Now, again, I don't need that. My vehicle has that. As soon as I put my vehicle into reverse, I get a rear camera automatically. Again, something that I don't need, but I do prefer to have the backup camera here, or the reversing camera when I'm driving. If my kids have the DVD player down, it's easy for me to use this. Another feature that I don't use is the Car Assistant app. There's a barcode embedded in your mirror to allow you to download the app by simply scanning it. Once downloaded, you can link your phone to your mirror as long as both devices are on the same network. Now you have instant access to the mirror's DVR and notifications. Here's what the app looks like when it's running. You will notice the large play button in the middle of the screen, and when you press it, you will see a live feed from the mirror. you can press the 10S button to instantly record 10 seconds of video directly to your phone. Pressing DVR file will allow you to access the mirror's previous recordings straight from the SD card. You can choose to view them or download them to your phone. Under DVR settings, you will have full control of the settings just as if you were pressing the buttons directly on the mirror. Under the Me section, you can choose to pair or remove your phone. You can see alarms the DVR has sent to your phone and show a recorded GPS tracking history. Yes, I did say alarms. This is a useful feature. Similar to an alarm system, when you turn the vehicle off, the mirror goes into a low power setting, relying on its internal battery. In this mode, it will continue to monitor the accelerometer, cameras, and GPS. So if someone bumps your car or shakes it while trying to break in, the mirror will take a photo and send you an alert notification showing the GPS coordinates and letting you know what is happening. If you use a 3G SIM card, you don't have to be on the same network for this to work. You will still get the alarm notifications in real time. The only downside is that you cannot choose which type of alarms you want to be sent. You're just going to get all of them sent to your phone every time something happens. And this could happen with wind, this could happen in thunderstorms. So just like a real alarm system, when it goes off, you're going to get a notification. So overall, do I think that this system is worth what I paid? Yes. The system cost me $110 on Amazon. I had paid $20 for each of the Bluetooth solutions that both failed me in the past, and then I paid $70 for my original dash camera that I can no longer use. So this solution fulfilled all of that for about the same price. I'm also able to do several other things with it that I'm not currently doing, but the potential is there. For the GPS, adding a SIM card, adding applications that I normally wouldn't be able to add with the other options that I was using before. So absolutely, I think that this is worth it. I think the camera, both front and rear, work. I think they look good. I think the camera quality is great, and it's basically hidden. It's kind of out of sight because when people get in, they just look at that as a typical rearview mirror. They don't see it as an additional device that's been added to the vehicle until they see the features that I have running on it. So thanks for taking the time to watch. Please leave your comments down in the comment section, and also leave any questions that you might have about the system that I'm using, and I'll definitely leave a link in the description below on where I purchased this particular one. Again, leave questions and comments. I'd like to know your thoughts about the system and how it's set up and how I was able to use it, and if you have questions about purchasing one for yourself and how you may be able to use it as well.